Welcome back to It's City Skylines time with Mr. Jokey. I'm Mr. Jokey. We're continuing where we left off last episode. As you know, the recording session is a couple episodes in a row, so just like last episode, I'm still working with the same microphone setup, so I'm not sure that it worked very well or not. Let me unpause the game real quick so we don't have to wait for anything while I'm talking. Last episode we built a new basically residential area, added some new hospitals, police stations, etc. Today, or right now, we are going to build a new office area to curb this high demand for industry or offices. If it's not high demand for offices, what's bothering people right here, then we're gonna have to go and build more industry. We have a little bit more room to build couple more streets of industry, but I think our industry is pretty much booming over here. If not booming, then just, I mean, it is a zone cluttered with just factories and everything. So I don't know, let's see. Let's go get some offices down on the ground and then see what's up. Yeah, let's just continue with this building tool. I'm gonna put it through there. I don't want to destroy too many of them, so I'm just gonna go do this. Do this. And this. And then just kind of throw it along the coast, all the way there out of the map. I'm gonna take this other road, do sort of the same thing, except I'm gonna throw it a straight line, and it's not just gonna be a continuation of this line, so going this way, because the bridge kind of turns. So I'm just gonna continue it as the bridge goes, and then I'm gonna put a street right over here. Can I? Okay, well, let's put it a bit more to the side. Turn off the snap so I can put it exactly where I want it. And there we go. Turn the snap back on. Now I'm just gonna zone this with smaller brush, just like I do with the residentials. Oh, actually no, that's stupid. These are gonna be offices. Hopefully, I don't know how offices manifest in the game later on, like when they level up and everything. So it's hard for me to judge whether or not this makes any sense. Hopefully it does. So we're just gonna build office zone out of big streets for big boys and girls. Like that. Oh shoot, that one didn't work well. That's alright. Doesn't everything have to be perfect, right? There. And then no. No, that's stupid. Let's not do that. And then let's just add a small offshoot with small roads. Up. Right there, that's good. And this is just gonna be empty, it's just a little bit of greenery in the town. Alright, let's put down some like parks and everything so the offices are happy. What parks should we put down though? We don't need a playground, park with trees, plaza with trees. Let's see plaza. Because, you know, the business people, they're on the lunch break, not to just sit in the damn office. Can go out, go parks, have a sit down and everything. This would be ideal, but it's a bit too large for the grid that I've created there. So I'm just gonna put it right there. It's gonna destroy a couple offices. It's fine though. See, it's immediately lighting up, so clearly it's what they needed. They needed some leisure places. So let me add a couple more to the roster. Right there is good. Those guys on the side are just gonna get screwed out of it. That's fine. And then let's add one more, just like here. Sure, that works. Water. Let's route the water through there, so we don't have to listen to it as soon as we build the offices. There. And over there. I keep trying to come up with a new series that I could make. You know, there are a couple games coming out on Steam. I just don't know how exciting the games are, so I don't really want to commit to it just yet. I know GTA 5 is coming out, but unfortunately I don't think my computer is at all good enough to actually handle that. Could build a transport tower. How much does it upkeep? 900. Okay, we could build a transport tower. Let's do that. Since this is like an office area, let's build a transport tower. Yeah, that's the ticket. Alright. Now let's go to zoning, offices. Just zone this whole thing as offices. There we go. Now new offices should be coming up in a second. And they are. Let's go to the power grid map. Let's see how soon it connects to the rest of the grid. Something to build over here, and then something to build like over here to connect these two. Until then, these people are gonna be crying for power. Alright, this happened quickly, that's good. Now I just need to wait for the other side. In the meantime, I might actually just drag the power there from here. Save myself the trouble of whining. Alright, as soon as this connects, I'm gonna bulldoze these, but yep, this is my nice little office, new office space. I do want to see these office buildings just come up and look sort of like those buildings over there. You know, nice tall office buildings like this, a proper downtown area sort of, even though this is more of a, it's not really downtown, is it, since our town is kind of stretched. But it is in a way. If we ever unlock the map this way, then this could be our downtown, and we can build around it. I don't know how much further we can upgrade the map to the side. If we look at it this way, we started over here. I think we have one more square at least going this way, maybe two. So that should be fine. Our next upgrade is at 44,000 people on nuclear power plant. So let's hope that happens quickly. We have 41,500. We've zoned everything, so you know, if people have the will to come to our city, they will, because there is room. Let me check out my public transportation system. I think eventually I'm gonna build another metro line going like from here to here and there, making like a transfer station over at this point. Hopefully the game's gonna allow me. I'm looking forward to the game being updated. In the interview that I mentioned last episode from PC Gamer, I think, I do apologize to the outlet if it wasn't a PC Gamer. But I think it was a PC Gamer that had the interview with the CEO of the studios that made this game, Colossal Studios, and they were saying that there's a couple features that they want in the game that they think should be free. So this is gonna be a free update, which is gonna be tunnels. So that's one thing that is not in the game right now that sometimes I wish it was, because I could just route, you know, like a main street as a tunnel under the neighborhood, as opposed to having to go through the neighborhood or whatever. Tunnels are generally helpful, and they're just a basic kind of a feature of any city building simulator. It's kind of a shame that it wasn't there on launch, but it's fine. The game works without it. In my opinion, there are not very many issues with this game that would prevent me from saying go and buy this game if you like what you see and if you like city building simulators. And if you've never had a city building simulator and you'd like to try one, I think this is the game to try it with. It looks beautiful, it looks amazing, absolutely stunning actually. So, you know, that's good. And it's just, I don't know, it's just, let me put you in camera mode and let me just zoom in. And you can see the detail in everything. You can see, you can basically read the billboards on top of the buildings. You can zoom down. Yeah, you can't really see the license plates on the cars like you could in, for example, Cities XL. But unlike Cities XL, this game does not have a major memory leak, so I'm still able to play this game. And you know, Cities XL was a great game, or would have been a great game if it didn't have a major problem, which is the memory leak. And basically, once you reach a certain number of people in your town, the game would just start lagging, and you'd have to restart your computer to clear the memory out of your memory banks. And then you would start the game up again, and in 5 minutes you would be right where you started, and it just became unplayable. And to my understanding, they were trying to fix it, but they couldn't because it was an engine issue. So you know, you could excuse that in the first game. In the second game, if it was already developed too much in the engine of the old game, but then they released 2 more, and it was basically the same old shit, different day. And it was just, there was just no excuse for it to be the way it was. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, the park is suffering from the pollution. Not good. I feel like I should move the incinerator, but it's gonna cause garbage issues for everybody here, so I don't really want to. Let me see how we're doing on garbage coverage in here. We're doing well. Okay. Let's work. Okay, so it was offices that were in demand. That's good. Now we don't really have a demand for anything. I feel like I should go build a dam again to give it another go, because I feel like it's the thing that people want to know most, and it's a shame that I don't have sort of a tutorial / guide in my episodes for how to do it. The trouble is that I'm not really sure myself how it works. I mean, I know in theory what it's supposed to do and how it's supposed to generate electricity. I just don't understand how I'm supposed to do it without there being any terraforming tools. So the idea is that when you build a dam, like so, the electricity is generated by the amount of difference between the upstream and downstream side of the river. So the dam is gonna block everything coming onto it, which will make the riverbed empty underneath it, and then the amount of difference is gonna generate the electricity. So in this case, it would generate around 80 megawatts, which isn't enough for how much it costs, but you know, as an illustration. The trouble is that without there being any terraforming tools, I can't actually raise the banks of the river here and create a sort of corridor for the river to flood into. So as soon as I build this, the river is gonna start flooding outwards into the fields above, while there's not gonna be anything in the riverbed. Now some people say that you need to allow like 5 minutes of real time while having the game sped up to maximum, so you know, using these all the way up. Some people say that you have to do that for about 5 minutes before the game kind of settles down and figures out all the, I guess, pathfinding or whatever you know, whatever you could call it, and just get sorted out. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've tried building a dam, and I've allowed a bunch of time, and the only thing that's happened is that my entire city flooded, or you know, some other issues arose. One of the issues that I had was that my city ran out of water, which was stupid because I built a dam over here where this pipeline is. and obviously it didn't help me because I have 4 water pumps right here, and they all ran out of water to pump, so the entire city was out of water. You can actually see that in episode, I don't remember the number, but it's called Dam Failure. I believe it's called Dam Failure. So if you want to see that one, go check that one out. In one of my previous playthroughs, when I was just learning the game, I built the dam over here, which I thought was a really good spot because it generated massive amounts of power. I'll show you. I'll just plop it right there. Oh, there's a green thingy, but put it right there. Come on now. Yeah. See, it costs me a little bit of money and generates massive amounts of power. Trouble was that the river flooded over here all the way down inside my city right here, and actually started flowing into the other side of the river, which I thought was hilarious in a way, because all of my city got abandoned, but nonetheless it was funny. Let me speed up the time to see we have more commercial zoning requirement, which is fine, but I think there are plenty of commercial zones to go around, so I'm not gonna do nothing about it. I might just put them over here, just why not? They're gonna be there anyway, eventually. I wonder where you get the space elevator. I wonder if it's this thing, the monuments. I need to reach 80,000 population. In the meantime, I should build Statue of Industry somewhere in the industrial sector. Look at it, everybody's hating it here. Let's build it. See, somewhere where it's gonna go, where it's gonna do the most good. Right there, I think. Build it there. Come on, industry. Blew up. No? Come on, you suckers. I just built a fucking statue to you. Ah. This thing ranked up. That thing ranked up. That's good. What's happening? Okay, maybe I'm going wrong about this. Maybe industrial sector also needs like parks and stuff. So, I don't know. Statue of shopping. Don't really have a mall that would be big enough to warrant a statue of shopping. Well, let me build. Shit. Let me build it right here, maybe. Yeah, that's the ticket. Statue of shopping. We've built all of this. We can't build any of this. We got observatory. Observatory is not gonna be able to. Like, we're gonna have to build that somewhere outside town. Opera house. So if this is gonna be our downtown, then I feel like we should build like the opera house somewhere over here. But we don't want to build an opera house next. Well, I mean, okay, it is gonna be soundproof, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I don't think operas should be built next to a highway, just on account of the highway creating a lot of noise. So I'm just gonna build it over here on the shores. Offices are gonna love it because they have opera right next to them. I don't know how that helps them with anything, but you know, whatever. Oh no, it's on fire, and we don't really have fire department here. We do have a fire department right down the street, so they just have to hustle ass and get down there. And I think they have. Yep, they've managed it quite well. Now we have the opera house. We're gonna need to put some public transportation toward the opera house. Not that, not that. Though I think we kinda have. This is fairly close. You get off the metro, just walk down the street. This is like less than a mile. So, you know, if you can't walk that, then you know, there's not much I can do for you, I guess. Tourists, we have 43 tourists, I think, using our metro. And we have 9 citizens using a train, which is funny because we don't actually have a like a civilian train station. We only have cargos. So I don't know what, like, they're just hitchhiking or hitching a ride on the back of one of these. sorry, I forget what they're, the containers on the back of a container. Just look at all these trains. I don't know why that train is going backwards, but whatever. It's up to you. No judgment there, just carry on. Why are you going backwards? Jesus. This is silly. What are you doing? It's okay. It's alright, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't create anything, but I think I've ran this episode long enough. So I will see you all next episode. Please like the video with a little thumbs up button on YouTube if you liked it and if you enjoyed watching it. Let me know how the sound is. I am trying a different microphone setup from the old episodes, from the first 19 episodes. If it works better, then I'm gonna stick to it. If it doesn't work too well, I'm gonna figure something else out. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you stay tuned and subscribe and come back for more episodes later, and you know, just stay tuned to the channel. I'll put up some more series eventually when I figure it out. I don't know if you guys can see that there's an empty playlist for Dragon Age Inquisition. I've wanted to do a Dragon Age Inquisition video, but it's just that Dragon Age Inquisition takes 80 hours at least if you're just, you know, doing a full playthrough of everything, and I don't think that I can make a series without making a full playthrough. So yeah, well, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. It's City Skylines time with Mr. Jokey. Take care.